and welcome to Nat Talk, a channel where I give my overall experience with the product and reviews to help you decide whether the product is right for you. These are the Nothing Headphone A. I've been using these headphones daily for a little over 2 months now, and there are good things and bad things that I wanted to let you know about. So let's start with the unboxing. These headphones come nicely packaged. Inside the box, you get the headphone itself, on the side, you get the accessories, which is the carry bag. Included is the USB-C charging cable, as well as the 3.5mm auxiliary cord. You can use these headphones wired, but just note that it needs to be powered on. You also get the included manual. These have left and right labeling on the inside of the headband. In terms of fit, they can flex to accommodate all head sizes. I got these on sale for 190 Australian dollars, which is really good because it puts these within the same range as the Soundcore Space 1 Pro and the Soundcore Space 2, which I think are the main competitors. Of course, you can go for other budget options as well, such as the Sony's or the Edifier budget versions, but you will be sacrificing a bit of the quality and also the functions. I think they're tuned better than the Soundcore Space 2 and almost just as good as the Soundcore Space 1 Pro. I think the sound quality is pretty good right out of the box. I personally don't think you really need to EQ anything, and if you really need to play around with the EQ, it compresses the volume a little bit, which in my opinion makes it duller, and then you have to bring the volume up, which then kind of makes the EQ a little bit redundant. This is a personal opinion. I think they have a better design. I prefer the retro cassette looking theme of these headphones. The one function that it doesn't have that I would have really liked to see on these is wear detection. The Soundcore Space 2 have wear detection, the Soundcore Space 1 Pro does not, which is why I think this sits right in between the two products. One other thing that I did not like about these is the ear cups. They're not as soft and plush as the Sony WHM series, but those cost 2 to 3 times the amount of these, so they're bearable. The reason why I don't like these ear cups is because it's slightly shallow, a bit smaller than what I prefer, and the feel of these silicone ear cups can get a bit warm after a long listening session, which means that in summer you'll definitely build up a lot of sweat and they'll be noticeable on the ear cups as well. The active noise cancellation works very well. I find that on my daily use, I tend to either use low or medium setting. I don't need to go any higher, and it blocks out a lot of the surrounding noise for me. A lot of people have reviewed these headphones as well, and I do agree with all the other reviewers that the physical buttons on these headphones are very well made and placed in very intuitive positions. One of the great features of these headphones is its long battery life. Stated on their website, you get about 135 hours with ANC off, which is great. And even if you need to use ANC like myself, I only use the low to medium setting. Their website claims it will work for 75 hours with ANC on. So included in the package, you do get a little carry bag as well, which is literally just a plastic bag. I don't mind this on my daily use because I'm not taking it anywhere or I'm not going anywhere that really requires a lot of protection. However, if you are traveling, I do understand that it would be better to have a hard case. So when you're packing this in your luggage, if you're quickly throwing it around, you do want the extra protection. It's not bad for everyday use, but if you get the Soundcore headphones, you do get a hard case, which is a win for them. So those are my thoughts on the headphones. Overall, these pair of headphones perform very well for the price. And remember, I got these for less than $200 on sale. If they were the original price, which is roughly around $350, sometimes can be about $300, I would personally not get these. I think it would be better off getting the Soundcore range because these Nothing Headphones A, in my opinion, sit right in the middle of the Soundcore Space 1 Pro and the Soundcore Space 2. So would I recommend you go out and buy these headphones? I would say yes, if it's on sale for under $200, and it will go on sale pretty often as well, so I would just wait for these to go on sale. So that's my thoughts on the headphones. I hope it gives you the information you're after and it helps your buying decision. Thanks for watching. Bye.